left hivi mpaka juu hivi ama juu hivi left hivi, depending on the pair yenye broker na pair. So sasa for example kama ni GBP USD, obviously we have to start with GBP then USD. Ukitaka kujua performance ya GBP USD today, it's that way hivyo. If it's AUD as CHF, obviously you have to start with AUD like this, then you go down to CHF like that, you see. Ama you can start from the AUD, then you go to CHF like that. So you can't start with CHF, AUD. Ina depend na venye umepewa ndo unafaa kuianzishia. So normally venye unaijua ika venye huzianza na JPY USD, JPY something hivyo, unafaa kwanza na base currency yenye inafaa. So currencies zenye mnaona zilikuwa zimemarkiwa in deep red, kumaanisha hizo zimekuwa most volatile in terms of selling. Zenye unaona zimemarkiwa in deep green, kama hizo ni kumaanisha hizo zimekuwa most volatile in terms of buying. So for example, you can see like let's see ni gani imeshuka sana. If you check AUD CHF ndio imeshuka sana with negative 1.05. Obviously you are interest rates asubuhi. You guys mlisema kwanza tusiprioritize news. Tumeprioritize news, I'm pretty sure most of you mngepata hiyo entry asubuhi. You could trade interest rates na kuona the simplest thing to do. Ili unakuwa the simplest news to do. So that's the reason why AUD CHF ndio tunaona imeshuka sana leo, so imekuwa volatile sana. So then obviously ilikuwa London session. Imagine kama unge trade AUD CHF from London session mpaka sai, ungekuwa mbele sana. So kichukua kitu kama which one else, if this is negative 1.07, negative 0.71, 0.67 and 0.72. So obviously tukienda kwa chart ya AUD CHF, utapata AUD CHF ndio imeperform hivi, imesell sana leo. So in case I click here, itatupeleka directly kwa chart ya AUD CHF like that. Sijui kama imechange kwenu. Let me present. Naona ija change kwenu. Let me present. Yeah. So inapeleka hapo hivyo, so you'll just click on the super chat. On super chat. Na bado sijui mbona inakataa kuchange kwenu nikiclick. So anyway, this is the AUD CHF chart. A minute. This is the AUD CHF chart. So in case tuweke hii indicator ya session, this one is not session. Let's see kwenye market ili open papa kwenye market kwa currently. Sessions full day open. Yeah, wacha tuweke at full day open. So you can see market ili open wapi? Market ili open at this specific point. From the open of the market mpaka sai currently market is still aggressive. Angalia mpaka sai venye market kwa aggressive. Sai pia mingi sai zishaanza kuconsolidate for the Asian session, but you can see AUD CHF venye bado iko aggressive, inashuka aggressively. So trading AUD CHF is a good idea. But tukirudi kwa heat map, or is that heat map? Yes, turudi kwa heat map uchukue kitu kama, acha tufanye example moja ya buy. So ukikuja kwa heat map uchukue kitu kama let's see 0.94 euro AUD. Inafaa AUD euro ama euro AUD? Euro AUD. So euro AUD creates 0.94. That's euro AUD. So in case I present euro AUD, let me present euro AUD. So this is euro AUD currently. In case unashanga nimetumia indicator gani kuangalia for the open of the day, nimetumia indicator New York open ama full day open. So hapa hivi kwenye kuna hii line ya blue hapa hivi ndo market ili open like leo midnight. Yeah, leo midnight from here currently kwenye iko. So you can see market from the open of the market to the current price imeona over 117 pips. So from the open to the current price. But in case tuone for heat map tena then uchukue currency kama, acha niwaonyeshe zenye hazija perform poa. So hizi zenye mnaona haziko highlighted, for example hizi zenye ziko, acha niweke dark mode niwaonyeshe. but we can tunaweza tumia tu hii color. For example, let's see kama is the white, basically the white is the white. So very bad idea kujipata ukitrade hizi pairs za white. For example, let's just take this. Hii ilikuwa nini? Sitaki tutumie Chinese one, acha tutumie tu like currencies zenye tunajua like CAD, JPY. You can see siku yote imemove na negative 0.01%. Let's open CAD JPY chart. Uone, so you can compare them na hizo currency pairs zingine tunaona zime move na 100.1 pips. So let's see, let me present trading view. So for the CAD JPY, from the open of the market to the current price, this is the open of the market. So tunaangalia open of the market to the current price. So you can see it's how many pips. So unge trade CAD JPY kutoka midnight mpaka saa hii ungekuwa umeshika pips zako 10. 10 pips from the midnight mpaka saa hii ungekuwa umekosa 100 yako ama 200, but you can see the currency pairs ina move na 100 pips plus. So the idea is ukienda kwa heat map upate currency pair yenye haija move asubuhi, mpate certain currencies zenye zina kaa towards jamu. It's a very good idea to avoid those currencies, but ukipata currency iko volatile sana sana, hizi unaona ziko in deep red ama deep green, most probable huwa zinaenda kuwa volatile the entire day kama currency pair imekuwa volatile New York session. So not Sydney, so New York session, so not Tokyo, so New York, London session. So ukipata currency pair ikiwa volatile London session, is a high probability of it kubaki kwa volatile the whole day. Benye tumeona na pairs za AUD kutoka leo asubuhi 7 mpaka sasa, you can see ndo nini column ya AUD. You can see venye inakaa, you can compare na column nyingine. You can see pia hapa hivi column ya AUD venye inakaa. So leo ilikuwa a good idea to trade AUD pairs, any pair with Australian dollar. So but your effect most probably itaenda pa leo usiku. So you'll be looking to trade AUD. Kwa tu unatafuta reversals juu hizi effects za interest rates hazitaking that long. Sana sana kama umekata interest rates, mimi unani ananipigia saa hii. So yeah. So in case wewe una trade during New York session, ama in case anytime you are trading, assuming you are trading JPY pairs, unataka kujua ni pair gani kwa volatile sana JPY pairs, definitely you can see we start with the AUD JPY, then we go to the CHF JPY pia imekuwa volatile leo, then we go to NZD JPY. But mtu umetrade GBP JPY na CAD JPY na what else? Yeah, those JPYs hazijakuwa zikimove sana leo, so hazikuwa na a lot of volatility. Na kitu ina volatility, probability of getting a good move inakuwa chini sana. So zingine utapata zikuwa completely zero. You can see kama NZD na Chinese yuan imekuwa to trading hizo. So you can see something like GBP JPY pia imemove na negative 0.02%. So it's almost the same with CAD JPY. So yeah, any USD pia inaja move, maybe NZD USD. Yeah, NZD USD na imeperform vibaya kwa USD pia. So yeah, this is the heat map. Najua most of you mnaona nimeweka hii nini kwa monitors zangu. So this is the heat map. So hiyo kazi yake inakuanga tu hiyo. Ukitaka kujua the whole month ni currency pia gani imeperform poa, so just click on here. Pinya tu kwa 1 month. So I'll give you an alternative version of heat map. For example, you can see hii mwezi yote ni currency pia gani imemove vizuri. AUD JPY there. You can see yeah, that GBP JPY by negative 2.33. What else? CHF, AUD CHF, you can see there. Yeah, you can literally see venye zimemove. So before tutoke kwa nilikuwa nataka kufunza seasonal tendencies, but tutafunza seasonal tendencies pamoja na commitment of traders zinakuwa the same part. So kama utaki kutumia hii heat map, go to my FX book. go to my FX book, just search my FX book on Google directly. So don't use my FX book app. So search tu jina my FX book on Google. Let me present that. So search tu my FX book, then ukuja pale kwa sentiment. So the only advantage with the sentiment heat map, the only advantage with the heat map ya my FX book ni inapoishanga like time frames zote at once. For example, you can see unaweza ona volatility ya 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, weekly na monthly at the same time. You don't have to shift at the same time. Unaweza select, I want to see the volatility in pips, ama I want to see the volatility percent. So in case ni CPI it happen, utaona tu clearly ni pair gani imeaffectwa sana, ama clearly ni pair gani haija move at all, like and so on and so on. So for example, you can see on the 5-minute time frame, ni pair gani na move sana currently. So AUD/JPY, you can see it there. Euro AUD, you can see it there. And you don't have to find any table venye tulikuwa tunafanya hivi on the TradingView heat map. So you can either decide to use this kind of heat map, ama you can either decide to use the TradingView one. But TradingView inakanga for at least juu inakuanga na numbers kidogo sana. So yeah, it's upon you to decide. So kwa each and every type of sentiment tutakuwa tunafanya, tutakuwa na pair two alternatives. Hii ndo mtakuwa mnajua yenye mtakuwa mnatumia. So before tutoke hapa hivi kwa my FX book, on my FX book, but I want you to click on this part called correlation here. There. So if you click on the correlation, before I tell you how it works, correlation is the relationship between two different currency pairs. So not currency pairs, two currency pairs. How two currency pairs relate to each other. How two currency pairs behave in case they are compared. So correlation can either be positive or negative. So utasikia watu kusema positive correlation ama negative correlation. Yes, ukisikia mtu akisema kitu kama positive correlation kumaanisha like two different securities ama two different currency pairs zina behave the same way no matter what. No matter how the high impact news was, no matter what, those two currency pairs zina behave the same way. So you'll find currency pair A and currency pair B, if they have a positive correlation, zote zinaendanga the same direction. If currency pair A goes up, B goes up. If B goes down, A goes down. So that's a positive correlation. And it's very, 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 very good ukielewa positive correlation juu. Ukielewa correlation ni poa sana juu utakuwa unajipata you are making double of what you were making before. So you don't have to analyze the other currency pair, you analyze the first one. So ukisikia kitu iko na negative correlation, assume currency pair A and B iko na negative correlation, kumaanisha if currency pair A goes up, currency pair B goes down, like that. So negative correlation ni inverse, ni like zinaenda in opposite way. But positive correlation, currency pair A and currency pair B zinafaa kuenda the same direction, like this. You see? So correlation is either negative or positive. So and according to this website, a correlation napima on a scale of 0 to 100 and on a scale of 0 to negative 100. So if correlation is same, so for this case nataka tutumie correlation above 80%. So if correlation is above positive 80%, kumaanisha those two currency pairs and almost the same direction. But if correlation is above negative 80%, those two different pairs in different directions. So let's start with a positive correlation. So in case you are trading same like what? Anataka currency pairs zenye ziko closely related to each other. Tuseme una trade kitu kama ama let's just do this. Kuja hapa hivi kwa sijui kama mnaona vizuri ama izoni kidogo. Yeah. So kuja hapa hivi kwa find kwa currencies with correlation higher than, yeah. So nataka hapa hivi weke 90%. So let's acha tu we filter out. I want us to find currencies with correlation higher than 90%. So after I make a 90, you can see currency there's gonna correlation higher than 90%. Zote zimekuwa highlighted, so you don't have to kuchoka ukizitafuta na macho juu tu numbers ni kidogo sana kutafuta na macho. So yeah. Number one, umeona nataka tutumie currency pairs zenye hata ziko related ukizisikia by majina. So nataka tutumie zenye ziko related. So for example, you can see which one is this? This one. Here ni 91.8%. So how do you read it? Simply kuja two side. This is NZD-JPY, then upande tu juu uone ni gani, and AUD card. NZD-JPY and AUD card zina correlate with 91.8%, meaning 91.8% of the time zinaenda on the same direction. So NZD, JPY and AUD card. Ukisikiza currency pairs hazijarelate at all. Sio kama GBP, JPY and Euro JPY, zote ziko na JPY. But you can see this is NZD, JPY and AUD card. Hazina anything in common, you see, right? Now, I want us to compare the AUD card and NZD JPY chart. Ndio tunaona anasema correlation iko above 91.8%. So I want us to compare those two. So let's just go back to TradingView. Let me show you how to do comparison of currency pairs at the same time on the screen. I mean kuweka currency pairs mbili at the same time on the screen. So first thing you want to do is weka one of the currency pair yenye unataka. So tumeona ni AUD NZD JPY. So on this on the major part ya kuweka currency pairs, weka hiyo NZD JPY. So weka tu NZD JPY. Now we have our NZD JPY here. This is our NZD JPY. Then if you want to compare, just click on this part. You see this plus. So you must click on that plus. So you just click on that plus like that. Then weke the currency pair you want to compare it with. So ilikuwa NZD JPY and AUD card. Yeah, AUD card. So let's compare that with AUD card. So nitaka tu AUD card. So chart AUD card itakuja at the same time, at the same place na NZD JPY. Now that's comparison. Like that, that's AUD card. So ndo imekuja in form of a line chart. So we can just click on it, this AUD card. Inafaa kuja hapa. AUD card. Taka setting yake. Mbona iload. Yeah. So on the AUD card, just click on it. So then on the style, power line, weka candlesticks. Candles. So like that. Now this is AUD card. We are comparing AUD card with NZD JPY. Actually nikiscroll hivi hata utaenda tu uchanganyike, hutajua which is which. So you can see kwenye tu NZD JPY ni yenye kwa na colors nini. This is the AUD card. So in case NZD JPY ipande, NZD card inafanya nini? I mean AUD card inafanya nini? Inapanda pia. Haya. In case NZD JPY iache liquidity side ya juu, AUD card inafanya nini? Inaacha liquidity side ya juu. Iache hizi liquidities mbili side ya chini, NZD JPY inaacha the same. Ikipanda inapanda. So for example, on this one you can see it went up, it retraced. It went up, it retraced, ikapanda. It retraced, ikapanda. Like positive correlation kumaanisha they are doing the same thing. So in case upate currently hii moja inashuka, utapata pia inafanya nini? Inashuka. Hii ilishuka na how many candlesticks? 1, 2, 3. Hii imeshuka na 1, 2, 3. Hii liquidity ilibaki hapa, ndio hii liquidity imebaki hapa. Hizi highs ziko huku, ndio the same highs utapata kwa the other currency pia. And see, you can actually hata confuse which is which. You can see. Hii low iko hapa hivi, ndio hii low iliachwa hapa hivi. See. Hii liquidity iko hapa, ndio hii liquidity iko hapa hivi. Whatever this top is this top, this top is this top. So you can actually confuse both of them, ushangae which is which. So if it's going down, it's going down. If it's going up, it's going up. Now that's positive correlation. So in case ufanye analysis here, before nieleze, let's just do another example. Let's go back to correlation. Before nieleze, let's just do another example. So we are still looking for currencies with correlation higher than 90%. Hizo zote ziko na higher than 90%. Acha tutumie currency pairs zinajulikana. Iko na 97.4%. That is USD CZK na hiyo 90, 90, 93, 93, 95. and 93, 95. Zenye ziko 100 in the same currency pia. Ni gani zinajulikana? 93 Swedish krona, achana Swedish krona. 93.1%. Let's see this one. This is AUD-JPY and this is 93.1%. So utapana tu hivyo juu directly and GBP-JPY. So in case we compare those two, AUD-JPY and GBP-JPY. So hapa hivi kwa main part hivyo ndo utaweka moja, one of both. Then GBP-JPY utaweka hapo kwa comparison. GBP-JPY, I have it already there. Let's see. So click on this one, then to align chart, take a candles. Candles like that. So we have AUD-JPY and GBP-JPY currently, of which hata huwezi jua which is which juu. Ukiangalia poa, they are actually behaving the same. You can see. Na sio saa hizi imeanza, ona. Acha niweke daily time frame. Sio ati ni saa hizi imeanza, ona. They are actually, you can see, actually behaving the same. Huwezi jua which is which. Ona zone kai. Hii kipanda inapanda, ikishuka zote, they are actually, no matter what, no matter how, hata kuja news, that's when nilikuwa nawaambia, if you are trading, for example, sijui kama kesho kuna news za flash manufacturing PMI, zinanganga news za euro, then news za GBP, then news za USD. So in case news za euro zikuwe na una trade GBP, you are not safe. Hizo news zinakuanga na high impact pia kwa GBP, like almost the same impact, you can see. Hizi ni two different currency pairs, but ni kama moja. So na unaona si ati size imeanza, this daily time frame, you can see na scroll kutoka na huku kuni lini, this is 2022, kutoka 2022 you can see zina behave the same, zina correlate positively, no matter what happens, zina correlate positively until now mpaka leo. So meaning ukifanya analysis yako kwa one of these, either this is AUD-JPY, fanya analysis yako ya AUD-JPY na AUD-JPY kupea sell positions, inamaanisha nini? You can automatically sell the other one. Which one was this? GBP-JPY, without the need of to analyze. Why? Juu zina correlate positively 90%. Hazijakuwa zikicorrelate since na huku 2020, ikuwa ati leo wewe ukitrend hazita correlate. How? Kwani how unlucky could you be? You can see venye zimekuwa zikicorrelate since kitambo. Ona. You can see. See, actually imezoom vizuri sasa. You can see the relationship between the two currency pairs. Zina behave yani mpaka ukiangalia hizi loss zote, utu weeks zote, utu liquidity zote, everything mpaka hizi vitu zenye ziko huku juu. Hizi loss zote you can see. You can actually think it's the same currency pair. So the relationship with these two currency pairs is that they correlate positively. So in case you sold GBP-JPY here, ilikuwa tu a good idea to kusell AUD-JPY pia. So whatever you want on this, itakuwa tu like una double. Remember, hata pia kulose utakuwa lose double. So the moment unaona mtu akisell AUD-JPY na anabuy GBP-JPY, huyo mtu amechanganyikiwa vibaya sana. Hizi currencies zina correlate, ni kama tu ana hedge. You see. So one of them itampea do, hiyo nyingine itamnyima pesa. So let's do negative correlation. So let's go back to the chart, to the correlation chart. So when unauliza correlation iko wapi ni my FX book. My FX book. Now this time I want us to kuweka current pairs with correlation higher than negative. Let's see negative 80%, lower than, not higher than negative 80. Nimeweka tu negative 89. Good. So they have the percentage, though they have the probability of that currency is correlating negatively. So for example, we can see this one equal 95%. This one, it's Euro NZD and AUD card. Euro NZD and AUD card is correlate negatively with negative 95.9%. So we are going to compare Euro NZD and AUD card. So after before we compare, tunafaa kupata nini? Tunafaa kupata zikienda opposite of each other. Euro card ikipanda juu, the other one tunafaa kupata ikifanya nini? Shuka. Main Euro NZD ikipanda, AUD card tunafaa kupata ikishuka. So hazifai kucorrelate, hazifai kufanya venye tunaona hii inafanya. Hii ikishuka inashuka. So hii ikishuka ingine inafanya nini? Inapanda. Ikipanda ingine inashuka. Now that's the negative correlation we'll be looking for at before to make it. So let's see. So we are comparing Euro NZD and AUD card. Euro NZD. So that's Euro NZD. So let's compare with AUD card. I have AUD card already. So hata before niweke chart, you can actually see a correlation ni negative. Na ndio ujue ni negative, inafaa kuwa zinaacha gap. Sio kwa hizo zingine zilikuwa zinafuatana. Hii kipana juu, hii inafanya nini? Inashuka. Haya, let's see. Then you take candles. So this is our chart now. Hebu check the behavior of these two currency pairs. Hakuna siku utapata zikienda on the same direction. Ni hii kipana juu inashuka. You can see mpaka the last candlestick when you behave. If this one is going up, this one should be going down. If this one dropped here, hii ilikuwa inafaa kufanya nini? Pana juu. So the moment unajipata ukibuy Euro NZD, ufai kuwa unabuy mpaka AUD card. So inafaa kuwa opposite. So the moment unapata setup yako inakupea buy ya Euro NZD na bado inakupea buy ya AUD card, most probably uko wrong. Juu zinafaa kuenda nini? Opposite of each other, as you can see. See, ona. You can see like down, up, down, up, down. And see haya up, down, up, down, up. So hivyo ndo zinafaa kuwa zinafanya opposite of each other. So ikipanda hivi inashuka hivi, inapanda inashuka. So huwa zina meet zinarudi, zina meet zinarudi. So hivi ndo zinafaa kuwa zinafanya kwenda opposite of each other. You see, so hazifai kuna on the same direction. Now this one is a negative for relation. So what do you do in case ulifanya analysis yako ya Euro JP, Euro NZD kapea buy here, kesi ilikupea buy here, ulikuwa unafaa kufanya nini? Ulikuwa unafaa tu kusell automatically without hata the need of analyze nini AUD card. This AUD card like that. Just they correlate negatively. Na hazijaanza sahi, songa hivi uone. These are daily time frame. Hazijaanza sahi, you can see how they've been correlating negatively. You can see this one is 2019. Ona. So since you can see this one is 2019, they've been correlating negatively. So you can tell me at ukianza kutrade leo wewe ndo zitaacha correlate negatively. How? I don't think that can happen. You can see ona mpaka the lower time frames how they are correlating. If this goes down, this goes up. If this goes up, this goes down. Now that's negative correlation. That's unaona zinaacha gap zinakaa hivi. Juu hii ikienda juu inaenda chini. Hii ikienda chini inaenda juu hivi. Now that's negative correlation. Now, it's upon you to know if you're going to take advantage of these correlation. Juu nayo, it's a double-edged. Inaweza kupea na inaweza kukulia. Ukifanya analysis mbaya kwa one currency pair, kumaanisha mpaka the other currency pair umefanya analysis vibaya. But kufanya zote vizuri, ni kumaanisha both currency pairs zitakupea pesa. So any questions concerning the correlation before tutoke hapo pamoja na Hitmap? Peter Nyamu.
Pizzo, nikuulize,
Uh-huh.
kwa heatmap mtu anatumia side gani? Ni side ya left ama ni side ya juu?
So ina depend na currency yako venye inaitangwa. Kama ni euro card unafaa uanze kusoma kwa euro, ukienda kwa card, but not kwa card ukienda kwa euro.
Sasa unaanza side ya juu ama ni hii side ingine?
Either side bora ingiane na currency pair yako.
Oh, sawa.
So kwa rudia venye una set heatmap kwa TradingView. So enda tu kwa Google usearch jina heatmap, TradingView heatmap. Make sure it's not crypto heatmap and it's not stocks heatmap and it's not it's not stocks heatmap and it's not crypto heatmap. Ulikuwa unaangalia yani. Ulikuwa unaangalia. Please pardon again the heatmap. So you just Google directly TradingView heatmap. No settings are required. So I've said the best time to check heatmap is London session. Repeat hapo kwa kushow New York session ikianza mpaka mwisho. Hiyo haiko inaonyesha New York session ikianza mpaka mwisho. Inaonyesha nini? Open of the day, the close of the day. So it's not session, but nitaonyesha kuja kwa sessions. So it's just open to the close of the day. Just jana like jana usiku na leo usiku. Hivyo ndio inaonyesha hapo hivyo. So let's just go to the other part of the heatmap. We can cover what. Let me go to my effects book. Nione nini sijapata hapa hivi. So, yeah, let's cover the currency string meter. So it's a very, 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 very important tool, the currency string meter. Unaweza underestimate, but it's very, 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 very important. So basically, the purpose of the currency string meter inakwambia the strongest currency to the weakest currency. So I'm currently presenting the currency string meter. So inapimanga currencies on a scale of what? Inapimanga currencies on a scale of on a scale of 0 to 9.9 and on a scale of 0 to negative 9.9. Obviously, if a currency iko side ya negative ni kumaanisha nini? Ni kumaanisha it's weak. If iko side ya positive ni kumaanisha it's what? It's strong. So, for example, currently, the chart of short-term duration, the strongest currencies, say the first three, it's Swiss francs, shiny metal, and the euro. The weakest is New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, and the BTC. So it's on the weakest. These three is on the weakest. Is in the strongest, like that. So the idea is you can't sell a strong currency. I'm a strong, anything strong. And you can't sell a strong security. And you can't buy a weak security. For example, you can't be selling shiny metal. So in case when you chart a shiny metal, the pattern in a shoot you. Why? Because it's the strongest of all leo. So shiny metal inakuanga paired with the USD. So if you pair XAU with USD, you can see USD is weaker than shiny metal. So meaning XAU USD inafaa kuwa inapanda. So anytime you start a currency pair with a strong currency, then end with a weak currency, your currency pair inafaa kuwa ina buy. Anytime you start with a weak currency and end with a strong currency, your currency pair inafaa kuwa ina sell. So in short, you should be buying strong currency and selling weak currency. So imagine mtu mwenye anabuy, sahi mtu mwenye anabuy NZD, NZD CHF ama NZD JPY anaumia tu. So in case uangalia chart ya NZD JPY utapata inafanya nini? Inashuka juu. NZD is the weakest currency of all of zote nane. So you see. So the best thing ya kufanya ni if you are scalping ama if you are trading with a short term duration, most of us are trading it for short term thing, but hatuwezangi kuhold trades intraday, so make sure unatumia short term hapa hivi. But if you are trading intraday like siku mzima, make sure unatumia medium term. But kama wewe ni swing trader, make sure unatumia long term. Juu kwa short term you can see CHF ndo strong, but ukienda kwa medium term CHF ndo ya tatu. Kwa long term utapata CHF ndo ya mwisho. But kwa long term you can see USD ndo weak. But on the medium term USD is the second last, AUD ndo weak. On the short term USD ndo weak. USD actually iko ya nne. You see. So the idea is never buy a weak currency and never sell a strong currency. You see. So watu wenye wamesell shiny metal sahi najua na wanajikuna tu kichwa. So most probably hawakuangalia the condition of the shiny metal. It's like a cheat sheet ya kutuambia this is the strongest, this is the weakest. So in case mtu angeconfirm tu akuje tu confirm aone shiny metal is the strongest, I'm pretty sure angekuwa anatafuta buy positions, not sell positions. You see. Mtu mwenye amebuy BTC sahi anaumia tu kidogo peke yake. But in case angekuja tu confirm aone BTC is the weakest, angekuwa on the safe side. So the idea is don't sell a strong currency ama strong security, and don't buy a weak currency. So you should not be buying BTC, you should not be buying NZD, you should not be buying AUD. This one. So the best thing is pair a stronger currency with a weaker currency. Pair a stronger currency with a weaker currency. You pair strong currency, Euro, NZD with a weaker currency. So anytime you are trading a currency pair and the base currency is strong, unafaa kuna buy. If you measure your currency pair with a strong currency, and my base currency is strong, you should be looking for buy positions. If the base currency is weak, you should be looking for sell positions. So for example, fungua chart ya XAU ndo strongest high. XAU USD, you base security XAU, unafaa kuna tunatafuta nini? Buy position. So in case ni present hii chart ya XAU USD, utapata tu inapanda tu aggressively. What is it? Let me see. Can't see that XAU USD. Let me tell you that. Have a lot of open tab. Yeah, it's the XAU USD. Now this is the current situation of the XAU USD. You can see inapanda aggressively. Why? Simply because gold is stronger than USD. You can't be selling gold. It's paired with USD. Now unaona USD ndo weakest. Iko amongst the weakest currencies. You see. Haya. In case turudi kwa heat map, tutapata that tuone the weakest currency. The weakest currency now, it's AUD. So in case tufungue kitu kama AUD JPY, tunafaa kuwa tunafanya nini? Tunafaa kuwa tuna sell. Ama AUD CHF tunafaa kuwa tuna sell. Tumeanza na a weak currency. So fungua AUD CHF, automatically tutapata ikishuka. Tukifungua AUD JPY tutapata ikishuka. Fungua AUD GBP, but hakuna AUD GBP, tutapata ikishuka. So let's just check what? Let's just check AUD CHF. So if you start with a weaker currency, where automatically you should be looking for sell positions. So for example, let's check AUD CHF. So this is AUD CHF currently. So you can actually see what's happening. Kwa the lowest it's been actually this week. Why? Because AUD is weaker than CHF. So you can't buy AUD CHF and AUD is weaker than CHF. You see. So you sell a weaker currency, you buy a stronger currency. So tunaangalia tumeanza na currency gani. So kama tumeanza na AUD ni weak, tunafanya nini? Tuna sell. But kama AUD itakuwa stronger kuliko CHF, maybe kesho tutakuwa tunatafuta nini? Buy positions. So don't ever buy a weaker currency. Don't ever sell a stronger currency. Let's go back to the heat map. I mean to the currency strength once more. So hizi ni vitu unafaa kuangalia hata wewe before you place a trade. Watu wenye wamesell kitu kama wamebuy AUD CHF sahi wanaumia tu. So yeah, I hope you get that. So vitu zenye sitaki mfanye ni compare two currencies zenye ziko on the, yani ziko na similar strength. For example, NZD and AUD. Ama for example, USD and CAD. Ama for example, kama yani vitu zimekaribiana, maybe CHF and Euro. Compare vitu kama hizi. So hiyo ndio kitu nataka ufanye juu. Probably ukipea those two types of those two currency pairs zenye zimekaribiana utapata nini? A consolidation. So you can either choose the first three, you pair them with the last three. Badala ya kupea ati NZD and AUD. So the best thing to pair two pairs zenye zimefanya nini? Ziko way far from each other. So usichukue mbili zinakaribiana, utaona na consolidation ushtuke. So yeah. Haya, so kama utaki kutumia this type of the currency strength, just go directly to Google jina currency strength meter. Okay, Google jina currency strength meter, utapata hii. Let me present that one. Ndio utapata. So this is the analog currency strength meter. So hii badala, unlike hiyo ingine inapima on a scale of 1 to 10, inapimanga using bars. Napimanga using bars. How many bars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bars. So kama bars ni mingi ni kumaanisha ndo the strongest currency. So kama bars ni kidogo ni kumaanisha hiyo ndo the weakest currency. So according to this, the weakest currency is AUD, followed by what? NZD, followed by USD, CAD, GBP, JPY. Then the strongest currency pair according to it is CHF and Euro. Hizo ndo the strongest. So you see. So in case one a currency with an arrow facing down, ni kumaanisha it's losing. Sahi it's losing currently. In case one a currency with a pair with an arrow going up, like JPY, ni kumaanisha it's currently gaining. So actually the best thing kufanya with these currencies is to pair a currency that's currently losing the na yenye iko currently gaining. So for example, in case uangalie chart NZD JPY, maybe utapata iko na setup poa sana ya fanya nini kushuka. You can see NZD is going down, JPY is going up. So NZD JPY inafaa kuwa ina drop. Yeah. Ukiangalia chart NZD JPY utapata tu inashuka. So ina very strong downtrend. Ukiangalia setup ya CAD, this card jiko na roho ya ku lose, it's currently losing. With JPY hii inafaa kupea like a positions fiti sana. CAD and JPY. So CAD JPY, you can let me present CAD JPY. And so it's currently going down. There's the CAD JPY. So you can see it's currently going down. There. There's the CAD JPY. Why? Because CAD is losing, but JPY is going up, meaning JPY is stronger than CAD. Na ukianza na weaker currency unafaa kunafanya nini? Una sell. So, but let's go back to the currency strength. So we can either use either ile ya kwanza FX Blue ama nini. So the problem with this haikupei like when you FX Blue ilikuwa nasema medium term, long term. Inakupea to the short term, inakwambia tu like what's happening in currency. So ikwambia what's gonna happen, inakwambia tu what's happening. So inakwambia CAD is losing, this one is gaining, this one is doing what. So tumesema once more, you don't trade two currency pairs zenye ziko na the same strength. Don't trade two currency pairs zenye ziko na the same strength. In case you trade two currency pairs zenye ziko na the same strength, na don't forget kukaa ukifinya this on refresh. Ukifinya refresh utakuwa na trade na data ya kitambo. So unafaa kukaa tu ukifinya hapo hivyo refresh. So in case you trade na two currency pairs zenye ziko na the same strength like CHF and Euro ama which else ni gani zingine zinatoshana? Hatuwezi sema GBP na JPY zinatoshana juu JPY is gaining but GBP is not gaining. So JPY pia inafaa kwa downtrend. So in case you like CHF and Euro, ufungue chart yake utapata market imekuwa ikifanya nini? Consolidate. So let's open CHF Euro. CHF Euro ama Euro CHF. Euro CHF. So you can see Euro CHF imekuwa ikiconsolidate almost the whole day. Why? Simply because Euros and CHF ziko na the same strength. Na sisi zimetengeneza something called regression trend ya consolidation. So you can see. So you can trade two currency pairs zenye ziko na the same strength. Na tupate Euro iko 10 na CHF iko 10. mpaka one of those currencies zianze kugain ndo kutakuwa na beautiful trend. So you see, hata kama utapata moja ikiwa chini na nyingine bado iko chini, don't pair those two currencies, zitakuwaste sana. So you can either choose to use the currency strength meter UFX blue ama this one, the analog one. So it's upon you to decide yenye unataka kutumia. Nimwambia nitakuwa nawapea mbili ndo kuange tu na option. Haya, any questions concerning US 100 na US that unachekaje? Huwezi angalia nini? Just huwezi angalia. For the case of BTC-USD, one should not take them at the current moment. Let's check BTC-USD na kaje, whether BTC na nini. So this is the BTC-USD chart currently, even though iko. So according to this trend, hata before angalia currency strength meter, which one of the two do you think is stronger, BTC ama USD? This is BTC paired with USD. You can see BTC-USD is currently bearish according on 15-minute time frame. So according to these two, which one do you think is weak and which one do you think is strong? Unaweza andika hapa hivi kwa messages. So it's going down. Which one do you think it's strong? BTC-USD. So Lydia amesema BTC is strong, but Subua amesema BTC. Lydia amesema USD strong, Subua akasema BTC is stronger. USD strong, BTC strong. Naona mna contradict kidogo. So we've said if the base currency is weak, tunafaa kuwa tuna sell. If the base currency is strong, tunafaa kuwa tuna buy. So if BTC-USD is going down, na BTC is the base security, BTC-USD. If BTC-USD inaenda chini, na BTC ndo inaanza kwa hii pair, ni kumaanisha BTC ndo weak. So if the currency pair is going down, ama if the security is going down, kumaanisha the base currency, ama the base security ndo weak. So in case BTC, when wanasema BTC ni strong, in case BTC ikuwe strong, inamaanisha BTC-USD itaanza kufanya nini? Kupanda juu. Ni kumaanisha BTC itakuwa stronger than USD. You get that? So sijui mbona watu wame contradict kidogo hapo hivyo. So in case BTC ikuwe strong, the base currency ikuwe strong, inafaa kupanda juu. But as long as inashuka ni kumaanisha the first one is weak. Na ukienda kwa currency strength meter, if we go back to the currency strength meter, we are pretty sure tutapata BTC ikiwa weaker than USD. You see, BTC is weaker than USD. You can see the weakest. USD is stronger kuliko BTC. USD iko negative 1.6, BTC iko negative 5.5. You should be selling BTC-USD. I hope you get it. When walikuwa wamesema Brian Muridhi, and walikuwa wamesema BTC ni strong. I hope you get it. So, in case uchukue NZD JPY, unafaa kuwa unafanya nini? Brian Muridhi, hebu tujibu hii. In case uchukue NZD JPY, unafaa kufanya nini? Na keep in mind, hiyo pia inaanza na NZD JPY. Unafaa kuwa unafanya nini, Brian?
Dakika moja tu. So you are supposed to buy.
Tumeanza na a weaker currency. NZD is weaker than JPY. So if we start with a weaker currency, you should be looking for sell positions. So in case we go back to the chart, tufungue NZD JPY, utapata inashuka. Let me show you, Brian. You'll just get it. Utai get to. So this is NZD JPY. You can see it. It's going down. It's bearish. Why? Because NZD is weaker than JPY. You see. So Brian, once more, acha turudi kwa currency strength. Tufanye example lingine. So if we go back to the currency strength, then we pair CHF. CHF can be paired with what? CHF. You can pair CHF GBP. Let's just take. In case Brian, in case we pair Euro and AUD, Euro AUD, tunafaa kufanya nini? Na keep in mind, Euro is stronger than AUD. So currency pair yetu inaanza na Euro AUD. Tunafaa kuwa tunatafuta sell positions ama buy positions. So euro is stronger than AUD.
So ni strongest versus the weakest.
Yeah. So what should we do to the stronger currency? Do we sell stronger currency ama do we buy stronger currency? Do we buy strong ama do we sell strong? If currency is strong, inafaa kupanda ama inafaa kushuka?
Still confused.
Like so acha nikuulize, so if if euro is strong, kitu strong inafaa kuwa inapanda juu ama inafaa kuwa inashuka?
Kitu strong inafaa kuwa inapanda.
Exactly. So in case tufanya currency pair, tunaangalianga currency gani ya kwanza? So kama ni euro, hivyo euro AUD, so mostly hata tuangaliangi the second currency, tunaangalianga tu currency ya kwanza. So kama una trade euro AUD, wewe unakujanga tu kwa currency time, tunaangalia euro ni strong ama ni weak. So for this case, this is euro, this is AUD. So euro ni stronger than AUD. Tunafaa kuwa tunabuy ama tuna sell?
Buy.
Exactly. So anytime you start with a stronger currency pair, you should be looking for buy positions. Anytime you start with a weaker currency, you should be looking for sell positions. So for euro AUD, you should be looking for buy positions. See, for AUD CHF, you should be looking for sell positions. For BTC USD, sell positions. For shiny metal, buy. See. So I hope you get that. You get that. Now that's the currency strength. Any questions concerning the currency strength? So in case umefanya analysis yako nini na umeona shiny metal inafaa kusell, at least wait mpaka shiny metal ianze kukua weak, USD ianze kukua strong. So sasa ukisell shiny metal itakukalia kidogo juu bado it's still strong. So you have to wait for at least one sign of weakness. So tunaona shiny metal imetoka hapa ikuja hapa, toke hapa ikuja hapa, toke hapa ikuja hapa, eventually itakuwa weak. Na ikikuwa weak, it's a very very good idea to be looking for sell position. So yeah. Haya, Benson, you can't find Hitmap on TradingView. Brian, you have to Google directly. Enda tu kwa Google, you search TradingView Hitmap. Now make sure you select your currencies kama ya forex. Usiselect ya stocks kama usiselect ya nini crypto. Kuna crypto Hitmap, kuna stock Hitmap, kuna currency Hitmap. Benson, what was the question? Ana tu Benson ndo tu peke yako na swali. Benson, uliza swali yako. Chal, come on. Mnauliza maswali mnanyamaza. Anyone with a question?
Hello, Pizzo, unanisikia?
Yeah.
You can only use this on forex. Huwezi tumia kwa vitu kaa indices.
Hapana.
Okay.
What of CAD JPY? So we can see CAD is weaker than JPY, so we should be probably looking for sell positions. Essie.
Yes, niko na question. Umesema if for example a currency is strong na nilikuwa for example nilikuwa nimefanya weekly to daily to 4-hour analysis and I had seen a buy position na nikatumia how do you call it? Nikatumia footprints kuangalia kama if whatever I'd seen, for example, it's a fair value gap or it's liquidity or it's an order block, nika validate that it's valid. If it's a fair value gap, it's valid, and I'm now looking for sell positions. Sorry, like according to my analysis, ilikuwa inaniambia sell, and today the currency pair that I want to sell is strong. Does that invalidate my analysis? Does that mean it will just give me little? Okay, just how do I go about that?
So if your analysis is giving you buys, but the base currencies are still weak, you can just wait mpaka the base currency and kuwa strong. Juu itaanza kutoka kwa the weak side and kupanda on the strong side.
Okay.
Instead of kuingia mapema kama watu wenye wameingia sales sai gold bado najua sai wako bado on losses. So they could have just waited mpaka gold ianze kuwa weak. But probably ifike kwa 2.0 hapa hivi.
Okay. Thank you.
So I see tumebakisha nito kwa the nini sentiment na a little bit wide. So tumefanya the currency strength, both the currency strength and the FX blue. So tumefanya heat map, both the trading view and my FX book. Tumefanya correlation na kuanga kwa my FX book. Then tunafaa kufanya the commitment of trader threshold COT. It's part of the sentiment. Tunafaa kufanya seasonal tendencies. It's part of the sentiment. Tunafaa kufanya interest rate differential, but it's part of the sentiment, but hiyo tunaweza kufanya kwa fundamentals. Tunafaa kufanya nini? Tunafaa kufanya FX options and expiries. It's part of the sentiment. So tunafaa kuona the strike levels, part of the sentiment. Tunafaa kufanya gamma exposure, tutafanya kwa the options and expiries. So tunafaa kufanya what else? So bado on the sentiments, tunafaa kufanya the depth of the market. Na bado tunafaa kufanya order book, both analog and the digital order book. So we have like how many topics remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 topics remaining on the sentiment. So kesho tukiweza cover 3, then next day to cover the other 2, we'll be done with the sentiment. Barbara.
Okay, hi Pizzo. I have a question regarding the heat maps. Whereby you mentioned we have 4 sessions. So I was wondering kwa sessions hiyo New York na London na Tokyo session whatever. So ukitumia hizo heat maps unaangalia ile time una trade ama what did you say, cause sikuelewa hiyo part.
Unaangalia, tulisema unaangalia asubuhi during na London session. Tukasema if certain currencies asubuhi London. Tukasema if currencies strong during London session, there's a very, very, very high probability of it kukua volatile the entire day. Na kufanya example na AUD. AUD uliona ilikuwa very strong London na imeenda kuwa strong the entire day. Kuwa volatile the entire day. So tunaangalia based on the number.
Okay, so we just check on London session.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So if una trade news, news zilikuwa za USD and you want to trade the price correction, you can just check the heat map. Uone ni currency pair gani ya USD imeenda sana, you most probably itakuwa na the strongest price correction. So you just check on the heat map bado. So that's another use of the heat map. Brian Moredi.
Okay, swali ingine yangu ni about sessions. Hizi sessions huwa zinaisha na kwanza saa ngapi? Isha New York na London.
So do this when on your trading view, instead of a lot of hassle, let me show you what to do. So on your trading view, end up kwa indicators there. Indicators zinafanya kazi zetu zikuwe simple. So then utafuta indicator inaitwa sessions by Lux algo. This one, sessions by Lux algo. Click it once and boom, sessions. Inakuonyesha New York ilianza saa ngapi. We are currently at New York. Bado hatujaingia Asian session, so but tuko currently New York. You can see London ilianza kutoka saa ngapi. Ilianza saa ngapi? 10 am. You can see 10 am. Zilioverlap Tokyo na London zilioverlap saa ngapi? So kutoka 10 am mpaka saa ngapi? Mpaka 11:45. So currently bado tuko New York. So after New York obviously tutaenda kwa Sydney. Sydney tunaenda kwa Tokyo. So Sydney na Tokyo zote zinakuanga combined into Asian session. So both hizo ndo tunaitanga Asian. So mtu akisema tu Asian amecombine Sydney na Tokyo session. So by the way, it's a good idea on the currency pair una trade, eka tu hiyo currency pair, then sessions zote unaonyeshwa, angalia ni session gani hiyo currency yako inakuanga strong. So for example, hii ni in the DJ4 you can see on Tokyo session, you can see kwa Tokyo inakuanga a little bit aggressive. So in the DJ4 you can see Tokyo zote wenye liko aggressive. Unaona Tokyo zote. So if you're trading as a DJY, it's a very, very, very good idea to trade it during Tokyo session. At least kama broker wako akugongi na spreads. Tokyo na Sydney session zinakuwa na spreads zingine noma sana. You can see Tokyo venye na behave for. You can see Tokyo zote. Tokyo ni ya ni pink. Tokyo ni ya pink. You can see Tokyo zote venye and the DJY na behave all of the Tokyos. Yeah. So, but like sometimes they keep changing due to the daylight savings. So, indicator inakuwa updated each and every time. So just make sure your trading view iko kwa time session ya Nairobi. Usikuwa unatumia New York, usikuwa unatumia ya Sydney ama Australia. So make sure at least time session yako ya ni ya Nairobi. So currently Nairobi it's 22:13. Pia you can see hapa hivi on my chart inaonyesha time ni 22:13. So if your chart haionyeshi 22:13, I just click here na uweke session ya uweke tu time zone ya Nairobi. Any other question? Brian Mordede na Barbara, naona bado mikono yenu iko juu. So I hope I hope umeelewa concept ya currency trend. Usipoelewa hiyo concept utajipata ukifanya opposite. Utajipata ukisell a strong currency ama ukibuy a weak currency. So please make sure umeelewa. In case utaelewa, you can ask any swali yako kwa group. So just make sure don't buy a weaker currency, don't sell a stronger currency. Tunatumia currency gani? Tunatumia indicator. Enda kwa indicators to search jina tu session. Andika tu jina session. Kuna indicators mingi zinajiita session nini, uchague ya Lux Algo. So if there's no more questions, you guys tunaweza patana kesho 9 PM bado. Yes, tunaweza patana kesho 9 PM.
Okay, wait dakika moja. Juu unaona zimechanganyika. Unapata kuna Tokyo, London, New York. Tena unapata kuna Sydney. Okay, hakuna exact time ati unajua maybe ikifika ni Asian session unasema maybe inaanza kutoka maybe 3 maybe
huko kwenye zimeingiana, hii ndio inaitangwa overlap. Hii ndio inaitangwa overlap huko kwenye zimeingiana. But sasa ukitaka kujua exact time, unaona kama London you can see ni 10 AM. Unaona hapo chini ni 10 AM. So kama ni New York you can see hiyo ni 4 PM. Kama ni Sydney inafaa kuanza midnight. La Tokyo inafaa kuanza saa ngapi? Tokyo inafaa kuanza nikaa 2 hours after midnight ya 3. So kutoka 3 mpaka tena asubuhi inafunga Tokyo. Now you can see J-Boys zinakuanga very aggressive during Tokyo session. Obviously due Japan. Tokyo kwa Japan. So J-Boys pia zinakuanga very aggressive during Tokyo session. So yeah, kutoka 3 PM, 3 AM mpaka 10. You can sacrifice your masaa huko na trade your masaa na huko unalala mchana. J-Boys pia ni aggressive sana hiyo session. Yeah, I think there's no more questions. So guys, tupatane kesho 9 PM tumalize sentiment. So guys, have a good night everyone.